Welcome, music enthusiasts, to the ultimate DJ controller showdown of this year. Whether you're just starting your DJ journey or looking to upgrade to the absolute best, we've got you covered. As always, you can find all the links to the products that are mentioned in this video right in the description and in the pinned comment down below. Without further ado, let's dive right in. Starting with our budget-friendly pick at number 5, the Pioneer DJ DDJ-REV7, a 2-channel DJ controller that's perfect for beginner DJs. This official introduction from Pioneer DJ provides a user-friendly experience, making it easy to unleash your creativity without breaking the bank.
Yo.
In this video, I'm going to take you through all the exciting features of the brand new DDJ Flex 4 portable 2-channel DJ controller from Pioneer DJ. Let's go. If you're new to DJing, the DDJ Flex 4 is the perfect choice for you. It has loads of built-in features that will help you to start DJing quickly and easily. Then, as you get better, the controller will support you as you start experimenting with more advanced techniques. It's also great for anyone looking to take a step up from a DDJ 200 or 400 thanks to the extra connectivity options and compatibility with Rekordbox, Serato DJ Lite and Pro. The DDJ Flex 4 has a minimalistic look with a matte black finish and a simple user-friendly design that's great for beginners to start exploring DJing. That being said, the layout follows the style of professional controllers, so it feels natural to DJ on, with the player sections on the left and right and the mixer section in the middle. Even if you've never DJed before, you can perform advanced sounding techniques and mixes simply by moving certain faders and knobs on the DDJ Flex 4. This is down to some awesome new features that create complex layers of effects and smooth transitions between tracks. This usually requires a much higher level of skill to do. These smart mixing features allow you to have fun with great sounding performances while you learn the fundamentals of DJing like beat matching and track structure at the same time. With Smart C effects, you can apply multiple effect presets with the twist of a knob. And with Smart Fader, you can easily mix between tracks from diverse musical genres, even if their BPMs are totally different. It's easy to connect all your gear to the DDJ Flex 4. With dual USB Type-C connections, you can run it off a USB power pack or power it from your laptop, which is where the music comes from. Plug in your headphones and speakers if you're using a separate set from the ones built into your laptop, and you're ready to go. The DDJ Flex 4 gives you free use of performance mode in the Rekordbox DJ software for Mac and Windows PCs, which is perfect for practicing and playing live sets. Head to rekordbox.com to download it. It's also compatible with the free Serato DJ Lite software, which can be downloaded from serato.com. A major Rekordbox update for iOS and Android devices is set for release in early 2023 that will allow you to connect your smartphone or tablet via Bluetooth and mix music directly from your mobile device. As well as DJing with music stored on your laptop, you can link Rekordbox to major streaming services for DJs like Tidal, Beatport, BeatSource, and SoundCloud Go Plus, and choose from millions of tracks to mix together while using the DDJ Flex 4's effects to put your own stamp on the music. When you feel ready to share your mixes and performances, It's so simple to connect a microphone at the back of the unit and start streaming your mixes and voice online through the USB audio output, all without having to use an external sound card or mixer. The DDJ Flex 4 really enables you to start having fun and produce great sounding mixes quickly, and its diverse feature set will support you in learning more professional techniques as you continue DJing.
Moving up the ranks to number 4, we have the Native Instruments Traktor Kontrol S4 MK3. This excellent mid-range 4-channel DJ controller offers a seamless integration with the powerful Traktor software, providing a versatile and intuitive mixing experience for both beginners and seasoned DJs alike.
Hey everybody, this is Eric from Native Instruments, and today I have the pleasure of introducing you to our brand new 4-channel system controller, the Traktor S4 MK3. We've completely redesigned it from the ground up in tandem with Traktor Pro 3. It's the kind of layout you will know from a club booth, with a more modular deck and mixer section, longer 80mm pitch faders, and a more standardized short travel cue and play section. There are 3 band EQs on each channel, as well as these big filter knobs that can also control our brand new mixer effects. We've added displays to each deck and 8 RGB pads that can control hot cues, samples and stems, as well as a brand new, really cool pattern recorder. And we've also included jog wheels this time. We've really pushed things with the jog wheels by making them not only bigger, but by introducing an intelligent, high-torque motorized system that we call haptic drive. There's lots to check out, so let's dive right in. So you've already seen them spinning away in turntable mode, where you can nudge and beat match like you would on vinyl. Haptic drive is pretty smart. It knows exactly where and how you touch the jog wheel. You can touch it on the rim where there's more torque, or you go directly onto the platter to slow down the record, to stop it, or to scratch. If you want to backspin, they feel completely natural. So when you let go, the deck will continue to spin and will be picked back up again, just like vinyl on a slip mat. This also works in the classic jog mode many of you will know, where you nudge and stall by moving the rim of the jog wheel, or where you seek or scratch through a track by touching the top plate. The light ring follows playback and gives you precise visual feedback when scratching or manually cueing a beat. It also lets you quickly see which deck you're on. So if I switch to deck C or D, all deck controls will change from blue to orange. While we are looking at the jog wheels, we can check out a small but brand new feature in Traktor. The reverse button here lets you play a deck backwards without falling out of sync. This opens up a lot of creative possibilities, especially when used in combination with effects. If you want to change the feel of the jog wheel, you can do this via the preferences in Traktor, or by holding in the jog button and spinning the wheel forward or backwards until it feels right for you. Doing this will affect both jog wheels, so they will always match each other. The really cool thing about these jog wheels is haptic feedback. You have the option to get feedback at cue points when scrolling through. This allows you to line up a track or the part you want to play just by feeling it. You can also enable haptic ticks on the rim to give you a tactile sense of how much you're nudging a jog wheel. They feel like the little clicks of the encoder down here. There's loads more we are planning to do with haptic drive, and plenty of ways to grow the technology in the future through updates. Adjusting the beat grid is much easier now thanks to beat grid mode. Hold down the grid button and adjust the beat grid manually by turning the jog wheel. If your headphone cue is enabled, you will hear a metronome which you can match to the beat for a perfect grid. This is cool because you can adjust the beat grid by ear, mid-mix, without looking at the computer. Moving down the unit, we get to the transport section, with the play and cue buttons and 8 performance pads on each deck. There's a few different ways to use these, and they are color-coded depending on what you want to use them for. If hot cues mode is enabled, you can set a cue point at any point in the track by hitting an empty pad. Once you hit this pad again, you will jump back to this point. So you can jump to a break or to a drop. or you chop and screw your tracks with hot cue juggling. The cue points are automatically saved within Traktor, so whenever you load up the track again, they will appear and will be right there for you. If you want to delete a cue point, you just hold Shift and press the pad. Another great way to use these pads is samples. If you have a remix deck loaded in deck C or D, you can hit the samples button and trigger one-shots or looped samples. You can mute them or you can stop them. If you are familiar with remix decks, you know that you can have up to 16 samples in each of the 4 columns. You can switch between them by holding down the pad underneath the one you want to change and using the browse encoder. You can also change the volume and apply a filter by using the move encoder or the loop encoder. You can also adjust the trigger quantization by holding down Shift and using the loop encoder. A really cool new addition to the S4 is a 16-step pattern recorder. If you have one-shot samples on a remix deck, just hit the record button and punch in a pattern. You can delete individual parts or the whole sequence and re-record them. And you can switch samples while you are playing the sequence. If you load up a stems track, the stems button will illuminate. Once you're in stems mode, you can mute individual parts of a track or change their volume or even apply a high or low pass filter by using the encoders. By default, these encoders let you use one of Traktor's best loved features, looping and beat jump. With just one knob, you can punch in a loop and change its size. Additionally, you can move the loop around within your track. For harmonic mixing, holding Shift and turning the loop encoder will let you change the track's key. When looping is not active, you can use the move encoder to perform beat jumps within your track. If you hold down Shift and turn the move encoder, you do 1-beat beat jumps, which are really useful for downbeat offsets. All of this is beat synced, so it sounds seamless and you will always stay in time. Let's move on and have a look at the mixer. This section has been redesigned with a layout that's club standard, so everything is right where you'd expect it to be. The level meters now have a clip warning, and we fitted carbon protect faders, which use an inverted design and are more resistant to dust and DJ booth grime. The crossfader can be assigned to each channel here on the front of the unit. And you can also adjust the crossfader curve. We have a 3-band EQ, booth output, headphone and monitoring controls are now on top of the unit. Up here you can assign Traktor's deck effects like you could with the MK2, and if we go down to this section we come to the mixer effects. These are independently assignable effects that can be controlled with one knob per channel. So I could use a filter on this deck and set this deck up to be a reverb and this one to be a delay. These are great for big build-ups and transitions within your set. In Traktor's preferences, there's a number of different mixer effects that you can assign to each slot individually depending on how you mix. To finish up, let's take a look at the back of the unit. Here we have inputs on each channel, so you can attach external synths, drum machines, microphones, or whatever else you like. 2 of the channels are equipped with a phono preamp, so you can hook up a turntable and play your rare record store finds right within Traktor, or you use timecode vinyl control. Also, Traktor Pro 3 now comes with Traktor Scratch functionality right out of the box. You can choose from RCA or XLR master outputs and a new stereo booth output. There's also a USB hub to add even more gear to your setup, or for the social media addicts, just charge your phone. Under the hood, we've made some big changes to the S4's sound. We have fitted club-grade converters and redesigned the whole signal processing to build our loudest and punchiest unit ever. So no matter what system you're playing on, you can always push it to its limits. That's it for this walkthrough of the S4. If you want to know more, check out the product pages on our website to find out everything about Traktor and new ways to mix.
At number 3, we got the Pioneer DJ DDJ-REV7 2-deck Serato DJ Controller. It is the ultimate scratch and open-format performance beast, a 2-channel professional DJ controller designed for Serato with motorized jog wheels. This controller is engineered for those who demand precision and creativity in their performances.
In 2011, Pioneer DJ released the DDJ-SX DJ Controller, setting the standard for the layout of many DJ controllers to come. It combined the position of a CDJ and DJM configuration, but with the introduction of 8 performance pads below each one of the jog wheels. The non-mirrored layout not only gave DJs a familiar feel to the club standard equipment, but the 16 performance pads below each jog wheel was later applied to the 2-channel battle mixer, the DJM-S9. While DJ controllers maintained a standard orientation for each deck, no DJ controllers have ever attempted to provide a layout that conforms to the specific needs and muscle memory of open format turntable users until now. Introducing a revolution in DJ controller design, the world's first professional battle-style oriented DJ controller, with Pioneer DJ's first motorized jog wheels with LCD displays, is here.
Hi, my name is Priyon Joni from Pioneer DJ, and I'm going to show you the brand new DDJ-REV7 DJ controller for Serato DJ Pro. The DDJ-REV DJ Controller Series, REV, which stands for Revolution, is a new line of Serato DJ controllers that brings the turntablist experience to 2 single controller devices by emulating a DJM S-Series mixer and a pair of PLX turntables. For the first time ever on a Pioneer DJ controller, The tempo sliders sit horizontally on the top of the deck sections to mirror PLX turntables in battle configuration, while the performance pads and the effects levers sit in the mixer section to parallel the DJM S-Series mixer design. What's known as battle style configuration is when a DJ orients their turntables to a 90-degree position to help keep the tone arm out of the way while keeping the platters closer and symmetric. This positions the tempo slider above the platters, moving from left to right, and the start-stop button on the bottom right of each platter. The DDJ-REV7 is one of 2 DJ controllers in this series, which include the entry-level DDJ-REV1. Unlike a traditional DJ controller, the DDJ-REV7 enables artists to replicate the analog mixing experience with vinylized 7-inch motorized jog wheels. The DDJ-REV7 is for open-format DJs who play multiple genres of music that like to use turntables, DJs who enjoy the feel of a moving platter, DJs who want a controller that matches their muscle memory while using turntables, or mobile DJs who regularly use turntables but want a compact and lighter solution that saves time setting up. We went back to the drawing board and designed a high torque motor with selectable torque strengths housed under a 7-inch rotating platter with high resolution MIDI. It has a UV printed acrylic top panel to emulate the feel of real vinyl and houses an aluminum die-cast platter for stable rotation and a familiar texture for turntable users. The platters have perfect symmetry of distance in relation to the center of the mixer section, just like turntables are in battle style. The stop time knob helps control the breaking speed for when you want to either have that smooth quick break or a slow wind down. Along with the platter comes different slip sheets to emulate different slip mat thicknesses for when you want more friction for stability when mixing or less friction for scratching. With a spindle-free design, hand operation space is increased, giving the platter a large area to work with, making the 7-inch platter feel larger. But don't worry, there are 2 dedicated pitch bend buttons right below. Instead, the center of the platter top is transparent to show the 3.5-inch LCD jog display, similar to what is found on the flagship CDJ-3000's jog wheels, but this time under a rotating top piece. The on-jog display gives you the info you need for mixing and scratching right under your fingertips. The main waveform display shows you your deck's whole waveform, detailed waveform, as well as parallel detailed waveform of the opposite deck, which helps reduce the need to look at the laptop screen. You also have the options of toggling the digital rotation marker on or off by double tapping 33 or 45 RPM buttons. But if you wish to have a physical marker, you can use the provided sticker and apply it to the platter top. Virtual deck mode allows you to view the virtual deck of Serato DJ Pro and the number of beats to the next hot cue point. Artwork display can show you your album artwork of a playing track, and the DJ logo display can show your personalized logo artwork. Also, the digital rotation marker is available in any of these display modes if you wish to turn it on. You can also access the controller's utility setting menu by holding Shift and clicking the back button near the browse knob. If you noticed, the load and back buttons are different sizes, so they're easier to identify without looking at them, just like what was introduced on the DJM S11. Now let's talk about the crossfader. This is the same smooth and robust Magvel Fader Pro found on the DJM S11. Above each platter is a set of 4 slot pad buttons, similar in size to the hotkey buttons found on the CDJ-3000. To the left of that is a brand new function called Instant Scratch. This lets you toggle 4 preloaded scratch samples built into the controller, and you don't need a laptop connected to use them. Because it's triggered directly from the controller, it responds as fast as a CDJ-3000 with latency faster than when using DJ software, giving you a more realistic vinyl-like feel. The Instant Scratch samples will also show their waveforms on the jog display. While you can't change the built-in samples in Instant Scratch, you still have the option of using Serato's Scratch Bank to create custom banks of quick access scratch samples. Speaking of Scratch Bank, you can also use these buttons to access 4 different pad modes. You can switch between Hot Cue, Scratch Bank, Save Loop, and Sampler in this section. Now, let's talk about the mixer section. If you've seen or used the DJM S11 or DJM S7, you'll find this layout familiar. There's a separate EQ array from the trim and filter knobs for easy identification without looking. Over here, we have the familiar lever switches for momentary or lock triggering of the beat effects. It has 22 hardware beat effects, including 4 new ones. There's duck down, . fill out, helix out, and time sweep echo. It also has 5 hardware color effects you can switch the filter knob to be, as well as an OLED display to show effects parameters. And let me emphasize, you have access to both hardware beat effects as well as your internal software beat effects from Serato. And on top of that, just like the DJM S11, the REV7 has smooth echo. You can assign the smooth echo effect to a selection of controls, like a fader or pad, and the echo will trigger as soon as the relevant assigned control is moved. Smooth echo is an echo effect that's independent from all your other effects that you can set with different triggers, especially if you want only the tail end of your scratching to apply the echo. You can access the Smooth Echo menu either by going to the Utility menu or getting quick access to it by holding the Smooth Echo button. And also, holding the Shift button and clicking Smooth Echo activates your sampler effect. The REV7 has 2 dedicated silent cue buttons that allow you to load a song and play it muted, which unmutes as soon as you trigger a hot cue. This helps avoid the wind-up time from when your platter spins up. Your headphone output has the option to enable split cue. This splits the master cue and the channel cue between the left and the right channels on the headphones. Super useful for beat matching in environments where you don't have a monitor or are limited to quiet volumes, which is very useful for DJs who live stream and don't want to disturb their neighbors. Just like on the S-Series battle mixers, the performance pads have independent pad modes, which allow you to be a different pad mode on each deck. In place of split pad mode, you now have 2 independent performance sections, one above the deck in the instant scratch area, and the other one in the traditional performance pad space. This gives you access to 2 different pad modes at once, with 12 performance pad slots available. Using both decks together, you can access a total of 4 pad modes at once. A really creative thing you can do in a performance is to set the upper performance pad mode to scratch bank while the mixer section's pad mode is in hot cues. This way, you can instantly fire off hot cue or tone play routines from 4 different songs instantly. Now you might expect the DDJ-REV7 to be a heavy controller because of the motorized jog wheels. However, it's only about 23 pounds, which is 8 pounds lighter than some motorized controllers from competitors. The DDJ-REV7 uses the same high-quality digital to analog converter technology used on the output stage of the DJM S11 to match the DJM 900 Nexus 2's sound quality. We also made adjustments to minimize the effect of the power supply noise to achieve high-quality sound by using noise suppression technology developed for the CDJ3000. The REV7 is plug and play with Serato DJ Pro, which means you can use the software without any additional licenses or subscriptions. A Serato Pitch and Time DJ expansion pack voucher is included, which enables key shifting and key syncing with high audio performance. With the 2 USB ports for 2 laptops, 2 DJs can tag team back to back with ease at the club. For mobile DJs, this means you can have your backup laptop primed and ready to go for immediate use. So, with the DDJ-REV7, you have everything you need to give you a full turntable style experience in a more portable, lightweight setup while giving you cutting-edge technology never seen before in a DJ controller to expand your creative options as a DJ. For more information about the DDJ-REV7 or to find out more about the DDJ-REV series of DJ controllers, visit us at pioneerdj.com or find us on one of our social media channels at PioneerDJ USA.
Breaking into the top 2, we have the RANE FOUR, the best Serato Stems DJ controller. Boasting 4 channels and designed for ultimate control over Serato DJ, this high-end controller is a dream for DJs who crave a customizable and dynamic mixing experience.
I've been waiting all of my life. Look at the time now, I'm taking what's mine. You're mine, you're mine. Ready for you and I. Ready for you and I.
Welcome to the RANE 4 overview video. In this video, we'll be covering all of the performance features of the RANE 4 so that you can take your creativity to the next level with this advanced Serato Stems DJ Controller. The full RANE 4 user guide and latest firmware and software download links can always be found in the download section of rane.com. Now, let's get started. On the 4, there are 3 primary feature sections that allow for unprecedented stems control. The dedicated stems pad mode, the dedicated acapella and instrumental buttons, and the RANE exclusive stem split feature. On the RANE 4, there is no need to give up another pad mode in order to use stems. The dedicated stems performance pad mode gives instant access to stems elements and stems effects. To enter the stems pad mode, single press the stems pad mode button. In stems mode, the top 4 pads can be used to mute and unmute stems elements, and the bottom row of pads can be used to engage and disengage stem effects. The corresponding stem element and effects can be viewed on the OLED displays above the pads. In this mode, you can also activate an instant acapella by pressing the left parameter button. Pressing the right parameter button in this mode activates an instant instrumental. The dedicated acapella and instrumental buttons allow you to instantly activate these stems elements while still having access to another pad mode like cue, roll, save loops, and more. Press the acapella button to filter out the instrumental and only play vocals for the current track. Hold Shift and press this button to apply an echo to the removed stem elements. Press the instrumental button to filter out the vocals of the current track. Holding Shift while pressing will apply an echo to the removed vocals as they are dropped out of the track. When a track is loaded to a deck and the stem split button is pressed, the track is instant doubled and the instrumental and acapella are split across 2 channels on the 4. Decks 1 and 2 are always set to the acapella stem, and decks 3 and 4 are always set to the instrumental stem, regardless of what deck is in focus when the stem split button is pressed. This allows you to adjust level, EQ, and apply effects to the instrumental or acapella independently. Ensure that the level of your desired channels are the same before triggering stem split. When stem split is engaged, the 2 decks are locked together, allowing you to loop, scratch, and use hot cues just like you can if you were on a single deck. To manipulate the instrumental or acapella independently, press one of the deck buttons. Now, the platter and performance pads will only affect this selected stem element. While in this mode, you can utilize slip mode to scratch the selected stem element. When your hand leaves the platter, the 2 stem elements will continue to be in sync. For DJs that prefer to chop and cut up samples, it is recommended to leave slip mode off if your hand routinely leaves the platter when scratching. It's easy to lock the stem elements back together after you're done scratching. Just press the stem split button again, and both stems elements will align with whatever deck button is selected. For example, if you're scratching the acapella stem deck and you want to realign the vocals with the instrumental, just tap the instrumental deck button and then press the stem split button. The instrumental deck will remain at its current position, and the acapella deck will sync back up with the instrumental. The decks will then be locked back together. When stem split is engaged and the stem split button is pressed again, the deck assignments will return to their original state. For example, if you had one track loaded to deck 3 prior to engaging stem split, once you deselect stem split, the split track will unload from deck 1 and the entire track will only be on deck 3. The original deck selection button will illuminate to indicate which deck is now in focus. The RANE 4 features 22 internal main effects, 4 knob-controlled channel effects, and access to Serato DJ's software effects. The center OLED display shows the current effect and its parameters. Press one of the main effects buttons to arm a post-fader effect. Press and hold a button and scroll with the encoder to browse through the list of available onboard effects. To load the newly selected effect, press the encoder knob. It's important to note that effects can only be changed when the effect is inactive. Once an effect is selected, the parameter encoder can also be used to control hardware effect parameters by turning. Push this knob to cycle through available parameters for the assigned effect. Additional parameters of the selected effect can be changed using the parameter joystick. Tapping the joystick up or down will adjust effects parameters shown on the display. For example, beat divisions. Tapping the joystick left or right will select the left or right beats per minute or BPM readings. Once desired parameters are set for their selected effect, press and hold that effect selection button for 4 seconds to save the effect and parameters as a default preset. These saved effects and parameters will remain saved internally and will load automatically every time the 4 is powered on. Unsaved adjustments to parameters can be returned to factory default by holding Shift and pressing the appropriate effect selection button. The hardware-software selection button switches between internal hardware effects and Serato DJ's software effects. When this button is blue, internal hardware effects are selected. When it is orange, Serato DJ's software effects are selected. When you're ready to engage an effect, press the Effects Assign button to designate which deck will be affected. The 2 left channels of the 4 are decks 1 and 3, and effects for these decks are assigned with the left assign buttons and the left effect toggle switch. The right 2 channels of the 4 are decks 2 and 4, and effects are assigned with the right assignment buttons and activated with the right toggle switch. When the effect is assigned and activated, the FX depth knob is used to adjust the wet-dry mix of the effects on the corresponding deck. For some effects, this will also change the value of parameters that are also controlled with the depth knob. BPM readings are automatically set to the BPM of the software deck selected, but can be adjusted manually by holding Shift and turning the parameter encoder, or by tapping the tap button on beat 3 consecutive times. Press and hold the tap button for 3 seconds to return the BPM back to the original BPM of the software deck. Channel effects are knob-controlled pre-fader software effects for each channel. The filter channel effects option is also available as a hardware effect when external sources are plugged into the 4 using the line phono inputs. Other channel effects options include filter roll, flanger, and noise. Turn the channel effects knobs clockwise or counterclockwise to engage the effect. At the 12 o'clock position, the effect is off. Channel effects can also be combined with hardware main effects for virtually endless creative mixing options. The RANE 4 features 8 Performance Pad OLED displays that show cue, loop, and sample names, as well as beat divisions and other important performance information. To add a name to your cues and loops, just double-click on the cue or loop name inside of Serato and rename it. The new name will appear on the RANE 4, making it easy to trigger the correct cue point, sample, or loop quickly without looking at your laptop. The RANE 4 features multiple performance pad modes, including hot cue, pitch play, roll, saved loops, sampler, scratch bank, stems, slicer, and a custom user mode. The pad mode listed above the mode selection buttons can be accessed by pressing the mode button once. The pad mode listed below this button can be accessed by quickly double tapping the pad mode button. To enable the combination pad mode, hold down one of the pad mode buttons and tap or double tap the other mode button. The pad mode first pressed will be on the top row of pads, and the second mode pressed will be on the bottom row of pads. When in combination mode, the parameter buttons control the first pad mode. To access the custom user pad mode, just hold Shift and press the Hot Cue pad mode button. While in this mode, all 8 pads and the 2 parameter buttons can be MIDI mapped to various Serato software functions. Now, let's take a closer look at the various performance pad modes. In Hot Cue mode, press an unlit pad to assign a cue point. To jump to a set cue point, just press a lit pad. To unassign a hot cue, just hold Shift and press an assign pad to unassign. The RANE 4 also has the option to change the sensor button to a silent cue button. To do this, access the main menu by holding Shift and pressing the Hardware Software Effects button. Then, select the sensor option and change the function to Silent Cue. Silent Cue allows you to mute a track while playing and instantly unmute the track when a hot cue pad is pressed. In roll mode, each of the performance pads will perform a different time division loop roll. Releasing the pad stops the loop roll and resumes normal playback where the playhead would be if you had not triggered the loop roll. For example, if the track had been playing forward the whole time. Enable the Show Beat Jump Controls option in the software to allow the bottom 4 pads to control beat jump functions. Disable Show Beat Jump Controls in the Serato setup menu to access 8 loop rolls at once. You can also view and edit the loop sizes in the software. The beat division links can also be viewed on the performance pad OLED screens. To trigger a loop roll, press and hold a pad. The pad LED will be dim when a pad is unpressed. The LED will be at full brightness when a pad is pressed, indicating that the roll is active. Press the left parameter button while a roll is active to half the length of the roll. Press the right parameter button while a roll is active to double the length of the roll. In sampler mode, each pad triggers a sample, which you can assign in the Serato software. To enter sampler mode, press the sampler pad mode button. The pad LED will be unlit when no sample is loaded to a pad. When a sample is loaded, the LED will be bright pink. The LED will flash between off and bright pink when a sample is playing. To stop sample playback, press and hold Shift and press the corresponding pad. To cycle the sample bank selection left, press the left parameter button. To cycle the sample selection right, press the right parameter button. The sample volume can be adjusted with the sample volume knob on the mixer section. Pressing the Assign to Channel 4 button will route the sample output to Channel 4, allowing you to add effects and EQ to the sample. In stems mode, the top 4 pads can be used to mute stem elements and the bottom 4 pads can be used to activate stem effects. To enter stems mode, press stems. For stems elements, pads 1 through 4, The pad LED will be unlit when a stem element is muted or removed. The LED will be bright blue when a stem element is playing. For stem effects, pads 5 through 8, the pad LED will be unlit when the stem effect is off. The LED will be bright amber when the stem effect is on. To activate an instant acapella, press the left parameter button. To activate an instant instrumental, press the right parameter button. To enter pitch play mode, quickly double tap the hot cue mode button. In this mode, the performance pads will offer a range of different keys for the active hot cue, adjustable by semitones. The Serato Pitch and Time plugin is included with the RANE 4 and must be installed to use this mode. To select which hot cue point to use, press and hold Shift and press a dimly lit pad. To select the range of transpositions the pad will use, press the parameter left or right buttons. To play the track from a hot cue point, press a lit pad. Each pad corresponds to a specific transposition by semitones, depending on the current range of transposition. These transpositions can be viewed on the Performance Pad OLED displays. A pad with no semitone selected will be lit dim. A pad with the semitone selected will be lit at full brightness. A pad with no transposition is at the original pitch and will be lit white. In Save Loops mode, each pad triggers a loop previously saved in your software. To enter Save Loops mode, quickly double tap the Roll Pad Mode button. The pad LED will be off when no loop is saved to a pad. The LED will be bright blue when a save loop is active. To activate the save loop, press the pad to activate the loop, or press and hold Shift and press the corresponding pad to activate and jump to the loop position in the track. To half the loop size, press the left parameter button. To double the loop size, press the right parameter button. To move the active loop region backward at the current loop size without deactivating the loop, press and hold Shift and press the left parameter button. To move the active loop region forward at the current loop size without deactivating the loop, press and hold Shift and then press the right parameter button. In Scratch Bank mode, each pad loads samples and tracks from your Serato DJ Pro library to a pad. You can assign the song and set the starting point in the software. This is useful for preparing and performing with song samples for scratching or quick access. To enter Scratch Bank mode, quickly double tap the Sampler Pad Mode button. The pad LED will be off when no track is loaded. The LED will be bright white when a Scratch Bank track is loaded onto a pad. Colors can be set in the Scratch Bank panel within Serato DJ software. To load the selected track to a pad, press an unlit pad. When that pad is pressed again, the corresponding track will be loaded to the deck. To load the track that was previously on the deck before loading a Scratch Bank track, press and hold Shift and press the corresponding pad. In Slicer mode, the 8 pads represent 8 sequential beats or slices in the beat grid. The currently playing slice is represented by the currently lit pad. The light will move through the pads as it progresses through the 8 slice phrase. When you release the pad, the track will resume normal playback from where it would have been if you had never pressed it, as if the track had been playing forward the entire time. To enter Slicer mode, quickly double tap the Stems Pad Mode button. The pad LED will be bright red for all sliced pads. The LED will be bright blue for the playhead position or current slice. To play a slice, press the corresponding pad. If you hold down a pad, the slice note will roll until you release. To half the slice domain size, press the left parameter button. To double the slice domain size, press the right parameter button. In addition to the FX section, the mixer section of the RANE 4 features 4 dedicated volume sliders with 3 band EQ. All EQ controls are full kill. The deck source knobs allow you to select between USB A or B. This makes it easy for DJs to hand off from one computer to another. The USB line source selection is used to set the channel source to computer audio or line audio. When set to USB, MIDI is sent to the sample computer connected to the USB port on the rear panel for that channel and associated deck. When set to line, the audio input signals are routed to channels 3 and 4 to be digitally mixed. Make sure that you set the line phono switches properly. RANE 12s can be connected as a line source or via laptop USB for additional hardware control over the software decks. The The 4 is also DVS enabled, allowing you to use the phono input for traditional turntables with timecode vinyl if you have purchased the DVS expansion pack from Serato. The Quantize button allows you to turn Serato DJ's Quantize function on or off. When on, this function will automatically snap your hot cues to the song's beat grid when you set them. It will also automatically snap cue points and relooping to the beat grid when performing so that everything is always executed on beat. The main level knob controls the output volume of the program mix, and the booth zone knob adjusts the output volume of the booth zone outputs. Mic 1 can be turned on by pressing the Mic 1 on button. When holding shift and pressing this button, talkover mode is activated. This feature automatically reduces the volume level of the main mix when you speak into the microphone. Talkover settings can be adjusted in the system's menu. Mic 1 volume and EQ can be adjusted in this section as well. And the echo on-off switch allows you to add an echo hardware effect to your mic audio. The blue echo knob adjusts the amount of effect applied. Controls for Mic 2 are located on the front panel of the 4. Also located on the front is the crossfader contour knob and crossfader assignment switches. These switches allow you to assign each of the 4 channels to the left or right side of the crossfader, or bypass the crossfader completely. The headphone controls are located on the right side of the front panel. The Cue Mix knob can be used to mix the audio from the program mix and the channels selected with the headphone cue buttons. When all the way to the left, only the cued sources will be heard. When all the way to the right, only the program audio will be heard. When the split cue switch is in the on position, the headphone audio will be split so that the cue channel is summed to mono and sent to the left headphone channel, while the program mix is summed to mono and sent to the right channel. When the switch is in the off position, the cue channel and program mix will be blended together. In both cases, use the Cue Mix knob to control the blend of the 2 signals. The overall headphone level can be adjusted with a cue level knob. Each of the RANE 4's hardware decks feature library navigation controls in the upper right-hand corner, as well as deck selection buttons. Beneath these buttons is the pitch range selection button. Press this to switch between plus or minus 8, 16, and 50% pitch slider ranges. Hold shift and press this button to turn key lock on or off for the selected deck. Beneath the pitch slider, you'll find momentary pitch bend buttons and dedicated key adjust buttons. Beat jump controls are located in the upper left-hand section of the decks. The beat jump length knob allows you to increase or decrease the beat jump length. This can be seen displayed inside the Jog Wheel LCD. Press the left or right beat jump button to jump back or forward in the track at the set beat jump length. Slip mode and sensor can both be engaged with the dedicated buttons in this upper section as well. The 8.5-inch high-quality platters feature a vinyl-like textured capacitive touch surface for track manipulation and scratching. The strobe dotted sides act as a pitch bend when nudged forward or pulled back. In the center of the wheels is a 2-inch color LCD display that provides information for needle position, track progress ring, beat jump length, BPM, pitch range, pitch percentage, overview waveform with playhead position and hot cue markers, song key, song time, remaining or elapsed, loop length, and focus deck. For the best playhead and needle position response, make sure that the Serato DJ library plus display preference, maximum screen updates per second, is set to 30 or higher. The 4's system menu allows you to customize crossfader, microphone, display, and other device settings. To access the system menu settings, press and hold Shift and press the Hardware, Software Effects button. The joystick and parameter effects selector encoder can be used to navigate the menu. Push the parameter effects select encoder to confirm value changes. To exit the system menu settings, use the joystick to navigate back to the root. Alternatively, press the Hardware Software Effects button or one of the 6 FX slot buttons to exit the system menu. That should be enough to get you started DJing with the new RANE 4. Remember, the full user guide as well as firmware and software download links are always available in the download section of RANE.com.
At the pinnacle of DJ controller technology, taking the #1 spot, we have the Denon DJ PRIME 4 Plus. This top-of-the-line, all-in-one powerful standalone smart 4-channel DJ system is a true game-changer. With a sleek design, intuitive controls, and unparalleled functionality, the PRIME 4 Plus sets a new standard for DJ performance.
Welcome to the feature overview video for the Denon DJ PRIME 4 Plus. The PRIME 4 Plus is a 4-deck standalone professional DJ console with a 10-inch multi-gesture touchscreen, Wi-Fi access to top music streaming partners, independent zone output, an unparalleled creative performance and effects workflow, and an ever-expanding set of professional features, thanks to its regularly updated Engine DJ operating system. The PRIME 4 Plus's multi-touch, multi-gesture screen is your interface to navigating your music library, searching and loading tracks, and viewing waveforms and other essential track data and workflow. With multiple waveform options available by holding Shift and pressing the View button, you'll be able to tailor the screen to fit your unique performance style. The fully featured 4-channel Pro DJ Mixer section offers multi-assignable inputs, expressive EQ control, quick and easy to use sweep effects and filter, plus crossfader, cueing, and headphone control. The transport control section offers a familiar performance area for all DJs with play, cue, sync, and looping features in a standardized layout. The 6-inch touch capacitive jog wheels and long throw pitch faders are perfect for all DJ styles. And for creative performers, ultra-responsive performance pads offer hot cue, loop, saved loop, roll, sampler, slicer, and slicer loop modes. While performing, you can send a different song or playlist to a separate room or area with a dedicated zone output and easily handle any gig with dual microphone inputs and control. Plus, elevate your performance and manipulate your music with a bank of powerful Pro DJ effects. To get started, connect the AC cable and power up the unit. For audio playback, connect speakers to your chosen audio outputs at the rear. Raise the PRIME 4 Plus's 10-inch touchscreen to the required viewing angle, securing position with the metal support. Connection to your media sources containing your music files can be via a choice of USB connection, 2 at the top of the unit, 2 at the rear, SD card insert at the top panel, or a SATA drive connected in the underside bay of the PRIME 4 Plus. Now it's time to add some music. For DJs with established Serato, Rekordbox, Traktor, and Apple Music libraries, the Engine DJ desktop app is the ideal solution to saving playlists to a USB drive or SD card and playing them in standalone mode on the PRIME 4 Plus. Go to enginedj.com to download the latest version of Engine DJ Desktop. Then, click the plus sign by collection to create a new playlist. Use the file folder icon to select songs saved on your computer. Then, drag them over to your newly created playlist. You can also select the Serato, Rekordbox, Traktor, and Apple Music icons to add songs, crates, or playlists from these sources. You can also import your entire collection from these sources by selecting them, right-clicking on the collection header, and then selecting Import Collection. Once your playlists are added, click on Sync Manager and select the playlist that you want to export. Then, select your USB or SD card from the drop-down in the upper right-hand corner. You may also export your playlist to your personal Dropbox folder using the same method. Once your drive is selected, click Export to Drive. Once the export is complete, eject your drive and insert it into your PRIME 4 Plus. The drive will automatically connect and your playlists and tracks will be instantly available. You can also sync any hot cues, loops, and other information added while performing back to your Engine DJ desktop library by inserting your drive, opening the Sync Manager, and clicking Sync to Engine DJ. Engine Remote Library allows you to wirelessly connect to your computer as a source, giving you access to your computer's entire Engine DJ music library. This is a great way to prep tracks for performances using your hardware to quickly add cue points and loops. To connect to your computer with Engine Remote Library, make sure your computer and your DJ hardware are both connected to the same Wi-Fi network. To connect to Wi-Fi on the PRIME 4 Plus, swipe down from the top of the screen to access the main menu. Here, you'll have access to a number of performance settings, media sources, Wi-Fi connectivity, internal recording, and lighting control. Select Wi-Fi and connect to your network. Next, open up Engine DJ on your computer. Make sure that you have the latest version installed. Navigate to the source menu on the PRIME 4 Plus and select your computer from the list. On your computer, accept the confirmation request. Now, you'll be able to access all of your Engine DJ playlists and songs directly on the PRIME 4 Plus. Any changes that you make to cue points and loops will be automatically saved to your computer's Engine DJ library. You can also utilize the built-in Wi-Fi on the PRIME 4 Plus to access over 100 million tracks on Amazon Music Unlimited and other top streaming services. Once connected to Wi-Fi, tap the source icon in the upper left corner of the main screen. Here, you can select from all available streaming partners as well as any inserted USB or SD cards. In this example, we'll select Amazon Music. If this is your first time logging into Amazon Music, you'll be prompted to enter a confirmation code on a computer or mobile device. Visit the address specified on the screen, log into your Amazon account, and enter the 6-digit code. Once confirmed, the Prime 4 Plus will connect to Amazon Music Unlimited. Here, you'll have access to over 100 million CD quality tracks, including your personal playlists, charts, recommendations, and more. You can also search the entire Amazon Music Unlimited streaming database using the touchscreen's keyboard or a connected USB keyboard. Once you select a track, use one of the load buttons or press the library knob. Then select the deck you want to load the song to. The song will buffer into the internal memory for uninterrupted playback. If you have a compatible USB or SD card inserted into the Prime 4 Plus, beat grid, cue, loop, and waveform data will be saved for each track along with play state status. The Prime 4 Plus features multiple dynamic effects options including sweep effects, main effects, and touch effects. Each of these effects options can be used on their own or layered with each other for ultimate creativity. The sweep effects are controlled by turning the dedicated sweep effects knob on each channel either clockwise or counterclockwise. At the 12 o'clock position, the effect is off. Effect options are selected by pressing the desired sweep effects button on the lower mixer section of the Prime 4 Plus. Sweep effects options include filter, echo, wash, and noise. Both echo and wash are post-fader effects, which means they will trail off after the volume fader is down. Echo, wash, and noise sweep effects are only available for standalone and streaming tracks. When an external source is connected to the Prime 4 Plus, the sweep effects knobs function as a high-pass, low-pass filter. The Prime 4 Plus features over 25 main effects, which can be selected from both the FX1 section and the FX2 section. These can be assigned to each channel with the assignment buttons above the gain knobs. Turn the select knob to choose an effect. To engage, press the FX on button. Depending on the effects selected, there will be additional parameter adjustments options available by turning the parameter knob. Press the param button below this knob to reset the setting to its default. The effect frequency can also be adjusted by turning the frequency knob. This applies the effect to a specific frequency range. Press the reset button to return the setting back to its default. Use the beat's left and right buttons to change the beat division for the effect. The wet-dry knob adjusts the level of the main effects in the mix. The touch effects feature transforms the 10-inch touchscreen to an XY controller for various effects options. To access touch effects, tap the touch effects icon on the top of the screen. Select a touch effects option by tapping FX Select in the lower left-hand corner. Then, choose an option from the list. The type of effect controlled by the X and Y axis will vary depending on which touch effects is selected. Some touch effects also include a resonance adjustment option that can be changed by dragging the slider on the bottom of the screen. Choose which deck to apply the effect to by tapping the deck number in the upper left-hand corner. You'll be able to see the moving waveform of the selected deck in the upper right-hand corner. To activate an effect, simply touch the screen and drag your finger around to alter the effect parameters. To latch the effect to a specific area of the touchscreen, select the Latch option. This allows you to select a specific touch effects combination while freeing up your hand for other performance needs. The Prime 4 Plus features 7 performance pad modes including Hot Cue, Manual Loop, Auto Loop, Roll, Sampler, Slicer, and Slicer Loop. Enable the Performance Pad option in the Layout section of the menu to activate the Performance Pad's heads-up display on the screen. This will allow you to view vital performance pad information directly on the screen, such as hot cue and sample names, as well as loop and roll beat divisions. When using the hot cue mode, press an unassigned pad to set a cue point in your track. To jump to a cue point, press a highlighted pad. To delete a cue point, hold Shift and press the pad you wish to delete. To set a manual loop, press the unassigned pad to set the loop in point. Then press the same pad again to set the loop out point. In this mode, you can jump between multiple loops by pressing each loop's assigned pad. Hold Shift and press a pad to delete the loop. In auto loop mode, press a pad to automatically create a loop. Each pad represents a different loop length. Press the pad again to disengage the loop. Auto loop and manual loop controls can also be accessed with the loop encoder and in and out buttons on each deck. Turn the encoder knob to select the auto loop length, which is visible next to the track on the title screen. To activate the auto loop, press the loop encoder knob. While the loop is active, turning this knob shortens or lengthens the loop. Press the knob again to exit the loop. While a loop is engaged, you can turn it into an active loop by first saving it by pressing an available manual loop pad, then holding the left parameter button and pressing the saved pad. This will cause the track to automatically loop when the active loop section is reached in the waveform. This is perfect for automatically creating intros and outros in songs. Holding the left parameter button and pressing the pad again will turn the loop back into a normal loop. The roll mode allows you to loop a section of a track while not altering the song's playback position. When pressing the pad, the song will loop, but upon releasing the pad, the song returns to its normal playback position. With the sampler mode, you're able to add drops, effects, and other samples to your mix with the embedded sampler. By default, the sampler is routed to the main audio output. You can change the output to a specific channel instead by accessing the settings menu and navigating to the mixer tab. By setting the sampler output to a channel, you'll be able to add effects and EQ to your samples, as well as have control over the volume with that channel's volume fader. When the sample output is set to the main output, you can adjust the volume using the sampler volume slider in the control center. To load a sample to a slot, select the track or sample from your music library or the preloaded sampler content library and press the Browse knob. Then, select which sampler slot you'd like to load the sample to on the touchscreen. To trigger the sample, enter the sampler pad mode by double pressing the Roll Pad Mode button and press the desired performance pad slot. The slicer mode allows you to chop up the beats of a track by jumping to or repeating a specific beat. The slicer loop mode functions the same way, but focuses on a loop section instead of the entire track. The Prime 4 Plus features lighting integration and control for Nanoleaf, Philips Hue, and DMX fixtures. Both Nanoleaf and Philips Hue function completely wirelessly. In this example, we'll connect to some Nanoleaf lights. To start, ensure that your Nanoleaf lights are plugged into power and connected to the same Wi-Fi network as your Prime 4 Plus. Then, swipe down to access lighting from the main menu, or double tap the View button. Select Basic or Advanced Controls. Then, select the type of smart lights that you want to connect to. Hold the power button on your Nanoleaf controller for 5 to 7 seconds. Once the flash sequence starts, press Pair on the screen of your Prime 4 Plus. Once the lighting is connected, you'll have access to color controls and chase sequences on the screen of the Prime 4 Plus. The lighting will follow the beat of the track you're playing. This includes both streaming tracks and songs from USB drives or SD cards. You can quickly navigate in and out of the lighting menu during your performance by double tapping the View button. To connect to DMX lights, you'll need a SoundSwitch Micro DMX dongle or Control 1. In this example, we'll use the Micro DMX dongle. Ensure that your desired SoundSwitch project is exported to your USB or SD card and is inserted into one of the Prime 4 Plus's media slots. Connect the Micro DMX dongle to the DMX cable connected to your lights. Then, connect the other end to an available USB slot on the Prime 4 Plus. In addition to following existing SoundSwitch scripting of music in your library, you'll now have access to auto loops for streaming and saved media tracks, as well as color overrides, strobing, static looks, moving head positions, and more. That should be enough to get you started with your Denon DJ PRIME 4 Plus. Remember, the full hardware user guide is available in the download section of DenonDJ.com. To learn more about Engine DJ and the various features it brings to the PRIME 4 Plus, just head over to EngineDJ.com for the latest information and guides.
At number 1 on our list, we also recommend considering checking out the new professional all-in-one DJ system from Pioneer DJ and their 4-channel, OPUS-QUAD, modern standalone all-in-one DJ system. The Pioneer DJ OPUS-QUAD is an excellent alternative to the Denon DJ PRIME 4 Plus. Though expensive, it boasts exceptional Pioneer build quality and offers a seamless, intuitive experience. Perfect for professionals, its powerful features and robust design make it worth the investment for top-tier DJ performances.
With DJs expanding beyond the clubs and wedding celebrations, from a number of diverse bookings including corporate events, rooftop parties, or even fashion shows, the need for DJ gear with uncompromised performance while retaining a design aesthetic that meets the client's atmosphere is finally here. Hello everyone, I'm Priyon Joni from Pioneer DJ, and I'm here to show you the new OPUS-QUAD Professional All-in-One DJ System. The OPUS-QUAD puts professional DJs in control of their music, creating harmony between design and performance, all while offering multiple advanced features. The OPUS-QUAD has a one-of-a-kind unique look. It has a fan shape with a 5-degree sloping top plate that not only looks sophisticated, but will enhance operation and comfort during a performance. The matte black finish is combined with earth tone slits on the fronts and the sides. The rounded front edge is designed to make it comfortable for DJs to rest their hands on. The unique look is combined with the new design of the jog wheel sides that also provides better grip. Oh, and these LED rings on the jogs can be user customized. And you can set each of the 4 decks its own colors so you can quickly see when you're on deck 1 and 2 versus 3 and 4. With 32-bit ESS technology converters, the OPUS-QUAD produces high-quality sound that's comfortable with low distortion and low noise, making it easy for an audience to listen to for extended periods of time in any setting. For the first time ever on a Pioneer DJ all-in-one DJ system, the OPUS-QUAD offers standalone 4-deck playback, enabling a versatile DJ performance. This means DJs can play 4 tracks from a Rekordbox exported USB drive on different decks simultaneously. OPUS-QUAD supports various media types which include USB-C and USB-A, providing the DJ with flexible options. You can use a USB thumb drive or a large solid-state drive, or plug a Mac or PC running DJ software. There are 4 USB inputs total. 1 USB Type-C port for connecting to a computer or mobile device, 1 USB version 3.2 Type-A port on the rear for rapid communication with an SSD or similar device, and 2 standalone USB Type-A ports on the top panel, which is standard on all Pioneer DJ all-in-one DJ systems. You can connect via the built-in Wi-Fi to wirelessly play tracks from a smartphone, or even load tracks using Rekordbox Cloud Direct Play. DJs can even pair a mobile device using the Bluetooth input whenever the need is called to quickly play a track from a smartphone or a tablet. Even with a large music library, DJs can easily find tracks thanks to the large 10.1-inch touch display and new rotary selector. The electrostatics touch module and user interface helps DJs find tracks faster and more accurately. Search functions let you find songs using the keyboard. Or you can quickly navigate between your 4 favorite playlists with the Playlist Bank feature. Touch Preview lets you preview tracks in your headphones while browsing. This way, you can listen to tracks before they're loaded, just like the feature on the CDJ3000s when used with the DJM V10 or DJM A9. The new Smart Rotary Selector not only provides rotation and push control, but with the addition of left, right, up and down functions as well. And all the browsing controls are neatly arranged near the Smart Rotary Selector, so DJs have the full control of searching and browsing their music collection from a single position on the unit. In addition to the main touchscreen, 2 additional displays can be found above each jog wheel, showing deck information. The 8 hotkey buttons are arranged above the jog wheel, just like on the CDJ3000s, so DJs can maintain line of sight with their track information. Now there's also a new Smart Cue feature that lets you instantly overwrite the current cue with your hot cues. When enabled, the main current cue button will instantly change to whatever hot cue you trigger. So when you don't have it enabled and you want to set your current cue to hot cue B, you have to play from hot cue B and then wind it back up and then set the current cue. To enable this feature, hold the shortcut button to go into your utility, scroll down under the deck tab to overwrite current cue with hot cue and turn it on. Now when you trigger a hot cue, your current cue changes to that hot cue. In fact, the ring around the current cue button changes to the same color as the hot cue. This will save you a lot of time because it consolidates 3 moves into 1 function. This also gives you an option to have a gated trigger of each hot cue using the current cue button, especially when you want to use a hot cue to do tricks like this. You can add your own touch to the sound by using the beat effects feature, optimized to utilize the layout of the OPUS-QUAD. Instead of a select switch, you have a rotary encoder with a firm switch tension that allows you to select the effect, which is displayed as a list on the touchscreen. When you click beat effects, it opens additional effect features like the XY pad and effects banks on the display. The XY pad lets you blend two effects simultaneously by sliding one finger. Each beat effects you select has its own combination of effects. Echo combines a delay with a filter. Assigning the beat effects to a channel has never been easier. Simply tap the deck you want to apply the beat effects on the touchscreen. Smooth Echo is also on the OPUS-QUAD, which was made popular on the DJM S11 and DDJ-REV7. You can use it on the channel faders to do a ducking echo effect, or you can use it on the crossfader to apply an echo to the tail of your scratching. Just like on the S11 and REV7, you can access the Smooth Echo settings by holding the Smooth Echo button down. Here, you can control the beat duration and volume level of the echo. And unique to the OPUS-QUAD, there's actually a visual layout of where your triggers are when you're selecting them. And as for the crossfader, you can delay when the echo is triggered by setting the number of beats to trigger by. See, when it's set to 0, whenever you scratch, the echo is going to trigger whenever you close the crossfader. But when you set it to say 1 beat, notice the echo doesn't trigger until you leave the crossfader open for a whole beat. The popular 6 color effects found on the DJM A9 is also featured here on the OPUS-QUAD, giving you more possibilities in creating a unique sound. Not only does the OPUS-QUAD produce high-quality audio, the addition of a zone output gives the DJ the option to play separate music independent from the master audio. And by the way, the zone outputs are XLR outputs, so you can run long cable lengths. With the zone output, you can even connect a mobile device to your OPUS-QUAD through the Bluetooth input with a playlist of background music and play it to a second room, all while you're mixing live in the main room. For the DJs who prefer to play from their laptop with DJ software, OPUS-QUAD will be plug and play with Rekordbox in performance mode with no additional subscription required. Coming in April 2023, OPUS-QUAD will also be able to connect to the Rekordbox app for iOS and Android. And in the summer 2023, OPUS-QUAD will be plug and play with Serato DJ Pro. On the back, we have 2 pairs of balanced XLR outputs, one for the master, the other for the zone. The master also has the option for unbalanced RCA outputs. There is also a pair of balanced TRS 1/4 inch outputs for the booth. There's also a pair of phono line inputs you can route to channels 3 and 4 that you can use these for additional line level instruments, CDJs, or turntables. Mic 1 is a TRS XLR combo jack on the rear. Mic 2 is also a combo jack in the front. Each microphone independently has its own volume control, EQ, and talk over activation. Now it's important to note that to use your Rekordbox exported drive with the OPUS-QUAD, you'll have to either convert your current drive or export your new playlist using Device Library Plus. For the DJs looking for a unit with uncompromised performance for a diverse application of events, utilizing the latest technology while maintaining style in any atmosphere, the OPUS-QUAD Professional All-in-One DJ System is here. If you want to find out more about the OPUS-QUAD or see more products from Pioneer DJ, be sure to visit our website, pioneerdj.com, or catch us on our social media channels at Pioneer DJ USA. Thanks for watching.
As always, thank you for checking out our review. Discover more about these fantastic products with the links in the description down below. If this video brought you value and excitement, don't forget to hit that like button, drop a comment, and smash that subscribe button. Catch you in the next one.